Lord Diar, Warjournal number 56. Well, I'm quite proud of this little fortress I made up here in this island. It's a good job at guarding the bay, I think. Let's have a closer look, shall we? To what glorious creations I have created? Yes. This rather grim weather has affected my voice though throughout all this building. But let's head on in and have a look. So, it's made of nice solid stone. Apparently it's still a bit leaky. I still have rain coming in. Must look into that. Over here we have a good look at the bay. I hope to fill these more of these portcullises with cannons, but for now this little one will do. Ah, yes, good overlook of the bay. Very good. Leaky roof too. So now, with my bay defended against foreign sailors and invaders that might come from the bay, I think it's time we make contact with Acadia and see how they might aid me in my quest to control of this island and create a grand navy for Lord Admiral Diar. Ah! Nick, you're with me, right? Right. Very good. Didn't think Longfellow would be good for these diplomatic talks. Must have a synth with me to show that I'm a friend of the synth and all that. Now, Acadia was located right here. Okay. I think I'll just zap right to here. Oh well, here we are again now. Let us approach. I'm fully armored as proper representative of the Enclave future navy. Well, looks a bit quiet around here. I thought there'd be more people since.
When I first climbed this mountain above the fog, I thought to myself, now here is a metaphor worth taking in.
Wow!
You've entered a place of
You've upgraded yourself, haven't you?
Understanding. Peace. While you're here in Acadia, Synthkind welcomes you as long as you welcome us.
Sure. What exactly are you? What model?
What are you?
I told you. I'm the old synth on the mountain. I know the plastic skin and tubes out the back can be unsettling.
Mostly the tubes.
But I want to ask you to look past that. Tell me why
You're all
here,
tubes.
and I'll try to help you.
YouTubes, as it were. Yes, I'm looking for some Kasumi girl, I believe. Do have to get that story straight.
I came here looking for Kasumi Nakano.
Really? I'm impressed. Few would brave the kind of journey you've had for the sake of someone else. Kasumi is here. She's safe and unharmed, and you're free to see her if you'd like. Before you do, though, tell me, do you think Kasumi is a synth?
We're not answering any more questions until you play straight with us. Just who the hell are you, really? There's only one synth with that kind of face and a mind of his own. And I only see him when I look in a mirror.
Well, and not wearing power armor.
It can't be you.
Don't give me that. What are you trying to pull? I've never seen you before in my life.
Please, if you're willing to give me a chance, I can explain.
Oh! We seem to have some family drama here. Okay, keep talking.
All right, Dima. We'll humor you. Keep talking.
This all started over a century ago, when we were first created. We were prototypes, Nick. The first synths capable of independent thinking and judgment.
Keep talking.
One of the Institute's experiments had to do with how our brains could process personality. If we could handle individualized feelings and behaviors, I was allowed to develop mine based on experience.
Oh.
But with you, They wanted to try transferring an entire personality into you.
Well,
It
seems
took
to have
several
worked.
attempts before the personality imprint worked. I saw you wake up not knowing who or what you were so many times. I couldn't let them do it to you anymore. We were the only two prototypes they made. I literally saw myself
Bit of a waste then.
in you. You were my brother, Nick. I helped you escape the Institute. We left together.
I mean, you take
I
this
were your
model, put
brother,
steel
I
around
remember.
it,
That's where you'd be
instead of
wrong.
plastic skin, you'd have
This
something
happened
awesome.
over a century ago. There's only so much memory that can fit into the prototype brains we have.
Ah, I've heard enough. I think you and I need to talk about this. Maybe not now, though.
You really don't remember any of this? Maybe we have made up stuff?
Is it really possible that you wouldn't remember any of this?
You mean between the Institute failsafes, the beatings I've taken over the years, and plain old age? Or are you buying this whole "there's only so much room" of their argument? I don't know. It's not like we've got the instruction manual.
So we'll talk on this later, I suppose.
We'll talk later.
There's some
This
fine
is a lot
eyes
to
on
take
this
Nick,
armor.
I don't need you to believe me. I'm just glad to see you again. Whenever you're ready, I'll be here. Now, about young Kasumi. It's important that you understand exactly why she's here. I asked you before if you think she's really a synth.
No.
If you could indulge me with an answer.
No, I don't, honestly, what does it really matter? I mean, I suppose, well, as long as she doesn't get orders and everything.
Who or what she is isn't important.
But it is. It's everything. Imagine just looking at your own hands and having to wonder, was I born with these? Or were they manufactured?
Well,
None of us take this
Getting
transition
born is kind of
lightly.
manufacturing, just...
She's facing the
more gooey.
possibility of her entire life being a lie. That someone stripped her very identity from her and made her into something she isn't. I want you to understand that before you see her. She has a chance here to live as a synth, not hiding, not pretending to be something else. One more question.
Well, but if she
you'll
isn't a
indulge
Sith, then
me.
she is pretending to be something
You're
else,
here
isn't
for
she?
Kasumi, but I suspect there could be another reason you came to us. Tell me, are you a synth?
What? How would I, know that? I wouldn't do that, no!
How would I even know?
I'm afraid if you're looking for some biological test we can do, there isn't any. None that aren't fatal. Instead, you have to look for the signs, holes in someone's memory, feelings of unexplained isolation, odd dreams. But
Odd-
ultimately,
well.
you have to decide for yourself. What do you believe?
Have
Have you ever questioned your humanity?
Alright, look, I'm a Sith for a minute! Ah!
Back of my mind, I've always suspected.
That's what I thought. If you don't mind, what's the first thing you can remember?
You first!
I'm not gonna tell my life story to someone I barely know. Let's hear your answer first.
I was in a laboratory. In the Institute. They were pulling pieces of my head out. Something about wanting to test some neural process. That was every day for months. Strapped down. Operated on. And then I was out.
That's odd.
The Institute has fail-safes to strip memories that could identify where they are, how to find them. But I do remember being quite content. I was free. That is my earliest memory. Now, yours?
Well, kind of getting shot in the head, I suppose. There was this thing and everything.
From where you're kneeling, must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck.
No, it's fine, just let me... No!
His aim was rigged.
Please, no! God, no!
No memories before then? Just a single day, and then waking up alone? We
Well,
so
yes.
easily
Well, with the
accept
doctor.
what's presented to us as the truth, don't we? Isn't it funny how a memory can feel like a whole different reality?
Yes, that's quite right.
Places,
It's like it's just a different
even
person.
sounds and colors can change. Or someone else has changed them. I won't lie to you. There will always be other explanations. Trauma, disease, the background radiation.
Some other
They all take their
synth.
toll on the mind. But I can promise you that we will accept you, no matter what you decide you are.
Well, I suppose thank you, but I have my own people I'm with.
Thank you. You've given me a lot to think about.
I'm glad to hear it.
Yes, that's true.
Acadia is open to you. Feel free to walk the grounds. Introduce yourself to my co-founders, Faraday and Chase, and I'm sure you're eager to talk to Kasumi.
Yes, most eager.
She's usually working down below. Is there anything else you need from me?
I'm actually with some people at the railroad. Maybe you should get in contact with them. That will be handy. I'll add more forces to them, and ask for more forces to mine.
I'm part of a group that helps synths. The railroad.
Really? I don't understand why a group dedicated to helping synths would convince them through fear that their only option is to hide. Yes, they volunteer for the memory wipe. Yes, not knowing you're a synth makes it harder for the Institute to find you. But the cost, I know how frightening it is.
I
The
suppose,
risk of
yes.
capture. But sacrificing what you are, avoiding the true struggle to be accepted as our own form of life?
Well, so long as you just carry a gun and everything. So do you want to join my glorious army?
Are you saying you don't want the railroad's help?
It's not about that. It's about how you've let fear blind your cause.
Alright, well... Sorry to hear that, but I'm not really going to argue the methods of the railroad. Honestly, I don't care for any of them, really.
I hadn't thought about it like that. I'm sorry.
So am I. Your heart is in the right place, and it's unfair of me to judge, while I enjoy relative safety from so far away. Was there anything else I can do for you?
So tell me of this place, Acadia. What are its fortifications and everything, and its military might?
Tell me more about this place, Acadia.
All I want is to bring as many synths here as I can, and give them a chance to know what they really are. To embrace it. Beyond that, we just want to live in peace. I don't have any grand plans for expansion.
Oh,
Just
well,
existing
we have to
as
change
are
that,
now
wouldn't we?
is enough. Was there anything else?
So, how do you exactly work, and how are you practical?
Who are you? What's your story?
I came to this island over a century ago, hiding from my creators, the Institute. But after my escape felt secured, I was left with nothing. No programmed task. No false memories. I spent a year just sitting in a cave. Just sitting.
And
One
thinking,
day,
I imagine.
It finally occurred that
Very
maybe
philosophical.
I could decide for myself what to do, who I was. I've been doing that ever since. Was there anything else?
So everyone here is a synth then?
So everyone here in Acadia is a synth?
Yes. Either they were escapees we managed to find before the Institute could,
Or the
or
railroad?
they were victims of a mind wipe, and
Oh.
we revealed the truth to them.
Well, that's all I guess.
I should get going.
Of course.
Perhaps we're in there a long time. Are you feeling all right?
I'm fine. You worry too much.
Sometimes I feel like you don't
What?
worry enough. You know we blew 3 more relays this week. I'm coming in. You stay right there.
Suddenly there's people everywhere.
I was having a hard enough time keeping up with repairs before all this nonsense with the atom lunatics.
They're nothing you need to be concerned about.
It's not
I
them.
think you should.
I'm concerned about you, Dima. You can't solve all the world's
They're
problems.
scourge.
Certainly not all at once.
Heretics.
Dearest Faraday, relax. All will be fine.
So, you've talked to Dima. You
Yes.
know why we're here. I certainly hope that you'll consider helping
Wow.
us. Dima's vision is worth fighting for.
Did your ears function as antennas before you were fixed? How robotic are you actually?
So you're a synth?
I am. I hope that's not a problem for you. Dima has worked hard to create a place for us where we can be safe from those who don't accept us. He's put so much of himself into this, all his time and energy devoted to helping others. He never stops to think of himself. Sometimes I worry about...
Well, that's why he looks the way
I
he
wasn't
does.
here to make sure his equipment is all functional.
Yes.
And that's not even mentioning maintaining the fog condensers. So many things to keep track of.
So, you are the mechanic around here from what I understand then?
You do all this work yourself?
Mostly, yes. I get help from the others when I can. But no one else really understands Dima the way I do.
Ooh. So, what is Dima built like?
Dima looks like he's had a lot of work done.
Well, that's certainly an understatement. Between the two of us, we've made so many modifications. He was just a prototype, never built for all this. It took a lot to overcome the limitations of the original design and expand his memory.
Well, yes,
It
the
really is
Institute
remarkable, isn't
did,
it? He's
build
overcome
out
so
vision of
much. He's become
improvements.
so much more than he once was. And all he thinks of is others.
Aha, how cute. What are these fog condensers you speak of?
Can you tell me about the fog condensers?
Oh, those? Dima and I designed them when it became clear the fog was only getting worse. They're effective, but have such a limited range. Dima insisted we provide them to the people of Far Harbor, and I'm so glad we did.
Yes, that
Without the
sounds nice.
condensers, I'm not sure they'd have anywhere left.
So what can I help? Maybe I want some more fog condensers and
If
such.
there's anything I can do to help out, just let me know.
Well, if you're determined to help, there is something you could do. It's likely somewhat dangerous, though, so I understand if you'd rather not.
Doesn't
There's a
involve
boat along
bloodshed?
the coast of the island. It was transporting some hardware we needed. Storage drives. The boat never finished the trip, you see. So the drives are still out there. I could really use them here for extra parts, if nothing else.
What's the
My
state of that
understanding
boat?
is that the boat wrecked southwest of
Oh,
here.
wrecked.
So,
Damn.
does this sound like something you could handle?
Tell me exactly how this ship got wrecked then. Was there a naval battle?
What happened to the boat? Why didn't it make it?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Trappers, fog crawlers, there's no end to what's out there. And what might still be out there. The point is that
Oh, it
we
won't be
already
out there
lost
for
someone
long, don't
once,
worry.
and I don't want to see that happen again. So, are you up for it?
I'm sure I got it covered.
Sure thing, Faraday. I'll get the drives for you.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it.
Right, data recovery. Let's see, what other people are around here? Let's find this Kasumi girl. Ah, so they're hiding underground in little bunkers. Smart, but bit savage. So who do we have here? Hello, are you Kasumi?
I mean, I haven't been here that long myself.
I figure no by the beard.
I'd be dead right now if it weren't for Chase. Turns out it's pretty hard to live as a synth in the Commonwealth.
It is a tough world out there, you know.
It's a tough world. For everyone, not just synths.
I'm not saying it isn't. Just, most folks don't want to kill you simply because you exist.
Well, and the
See you around,
Enclave is going
okay?
to make it all better. You're probably not Kasumi, judging by the beard. You're a girl. At least I think. Wake up, you! Why would you even sleep? You're a synth.
Look, I'm not anybody worth talking to. My head is killing me. Now's not a good time.
Do I make it a wrong time? What's wrong?
What's wrong?
We're doing this anyway? Even after saying I don't want to talk? God. You try having somebody botch a mind wipe on you and see how it feels. Then get back to me, okay?
Well, I kind of have been through there. Maybe you should get some help.
Sounds like you should get some help.
Yes, right. Brilliant. If only I'd thought of that and, oh, I don't know, gone someplace to see synths that could help me. Like, maybe Acadia? Thanks so much for the advice.
Your sarcasm is going to get you punched one day.
If it weren't for Dima, most of us would probably be dead.
Yeah,
So you're that new fellow from the Commonwealth.
Yes.
So wonderful to meet someone from back home. I'm afraid Kasumi doesn't seem to want to discuss it, but how are things there?
It's getting better with me there, building forges and everything. It's getting kind of awesome, really. And soon the island will be part of it. Ah!
Getting better every day, I think.
Oh, that's so good to hear. I would like to see it again someday. Once things settle down here.
Well,
Acadia
maybe
is
you
all
can
well
come
and
to one of
good,
my
I
fortresses.
suppose. But honestly, it does get a bit boring.
Well, leave then. I'm sure I can find a good place for you in my army. Can you handle a rifle?
Well, I'm sure they wouldn't mind one less mouth to feed. Why don't you just leave then?
Oh no. I just couldn't leave my dear friends behind. I'm sure I'll see you around. Do take care.
Well, see, that's a lot better attitude than that other sarcastic girl. So where is this Kasumi? Downstairs, eh? Well, we can get down.
Circuitry is completely fried.
Hello.
Kasumi Nakano?
Sorry, I'm right in the middle of something.
Well, not anymore. What are you working on exactly? Is it a weapon?
What's that you're working on?
Just trying to cobble some pre-war junk into something usable. Now, do you mind telling me what you're doing here?
Your parents sent me.
Your parents sent me. They want you to come home.
They did what? You came all this way for me.
You left without telling your folks why. You must have known they'd be worried.
Yeah, they're kind of
Mom and
freaked
Dad-
out.
I mean, those people that were taking care of me, they wouldn't want me back. Not if they knew the truth.
So what truth? That you're a synth? Do you truly believe that?
What do you mean?
I'm not their daughter. I'm a synth. I thought if I just left, it would be easier for them. How would that conversation have gone anyway? I've been lying to you this whole time? Your real daughter is dead and I replaced her?
I don't think you're a replacement. We would have found a body by then.
You haven't replaced anyone. Kenji and Ray are still your parents.
I really wish that was true. If I wasn't a synth, things would be so much simpler.
Things are simpler. I think you're just being teenager.
There's more going on here than just the refuge. But I can't leave until I've gotten to the bottom of it. I've been running long enough.
What's the problem here then with Acadia?
What kind of problem is there in Acadia?
It's a long story. I just have to figure out how to... Wait.
Does it involve guns?
Find things. Track down answers. That's what you do, right?
Yeah, and shoot
You
people.
came after me. What if I told you that there's a secret? A big secret here, on this island. Something way more important than just one lost girl.
Ooh, what secret is this? I'm listening.
All right, I'm listening.
Okay. Where to begin? You saw all those computers that Dima's hooked up to, right?
Yes.
They hold his memories, or offload data from his brain. Or maybe some combination of both? Well, Faraday asked me to help do some repairs on them, and, you know, I got curious. There's like a century's worth of life experiences in there. And that's when I see it. Data models Dima has been making. One was the fog taking over Far Harbor. Another was a nuclear detonation on the island. Plus, death counts. What if Dima is so open and welcoming because he's actually hiding something from us? A plan to wipe out the rest of the island.
This sounds once again like teenage paranoia.
Dima is putting on an act we need to know.
So you don't really trust this Dima, eh?
You don't trust Dima? After you came all this way for him?
I didn't come to Acadia for him. I came here because this place offered answers. And now that I found a place I belong, I'd rather not lose it all if Dima is secretly planning to destroy everything.
Well, I don't want this island nuked and everything, and Far Harbor not wiped out. I have plans for that, so our forces align, I guess. Or our goals.
I'll help if I can. But that's not much to go on.
I know. I've been working on that, but I haven't had much luck. I keep seeing Dima, Faraday, and Chase head into the laboratory at the other end of the hall. Then they come out later looking like they've been arguing. There's actually a storage space right next to there. It'd be a perfect spot to hide and eavesdrop, but it's been locked up. I've also tried breaking into Faraday's terminal, since he and Dima are so close, but the security on it is crazy.
Oh, I can get through there. I'll improvise.
I'll figure this out. Just stay here.
Okay. Good luck, and come back as soon as you've found anything.
From one case to a new one. It's never easy for us, is it?
Well, it seems we have some possible hidden enemies going on here. We can't have this crazy robot destroy my future offensive naval harbor. No. So, when this has been quite a discovery. I hope you are pleased with my discoveries, my monitors. On next return, I will have integrated myself into this cult of loony synth, and I've figured out how to handle this and how to handle that whole idea of that first thoughts that doesn't seem right. It's very strange. Well, till then.